Hello, YouTube community. I have something to share with you that I got from my grandpa a few days ago. A little bit of a backstory. My great grandpa, his name is Finley, also the same name as one of my uncles. He lived on a farm in Pennsylvania. I think they mainly did dairy farming, but they also had corn and stuff occasionally. And from my understanding, is that he passed away in the mid-70s. And he was a pipe smoker. Now, unfortunately, all of that side of the family stuff that was on that property was in my great uncle's house. Well, actually, no, it's my great aunt's house because it was actually she is my grandpa's sister, and so it's actually her house and it's her family's property. But either way, that house also burned down shortly after he died. So almost everything that they had, including an old Edison phonograph, I couldn't get me on that one. It got burned, and all their furniture and pictures and stuff all got burned. But I showed up to breakfast on Saturday. We have a breakfast with our family every Saturday morning. And my grandpa says, "Hey, I have another pipe for you." I'm like, "Oh, really? Did you find that Medico you were looking for in the drawer in the basement?" He's like, "No, I haven't found that yet. But I did find this." And he shows me this pipe. Let's get a little bit of lighting in here. It is real beat up. And the bowl on the inside is... Well, actually the bowl is okay, but at the bottom of the bowl, it has been reamed a couple times by a jackknife, and so the bottom is considerably deeper than it was before. But it's just a sort of standard looking pipe, a vulcanite stem with a little bit of a chip right in it, right there. Maybe I can get a better shot of that. Yep, there. And my first reaction in my head was, "Geez, that's kind of beat up looking." And so he hands it to me and sets it down on the table in front of me. He said, "And that pipe was Finley's." My first thought is, well, wait a minute, my Uncle Finley? Doesn't he have his pipes with him wherever he's living? And I thought, do you mean Great-Grandpa Finley? And he says, "Yep, that's the one. I was down at my sister's house, and she came upstairs with a pipe rack and a little jar with a jar in the middle, and this pipe." And I was like, "Wait a minute, I mean that survived the fire?" And he says, "Yep, it must have been tucked away in some corner in the basement that didn't get touched." And this is the only surviving pipe that my great-grandpa owned. And it is so worn out that the finish is almost gone. But from what I can determine, because as you can see, that you can't see any writing there. But if you go over it with like a wet Q-tip, it does say Williams and Taylor on it. And I've looked it up. There's no information on them. But yeah. So as it turns out, one of the pipes my great-grandpa owned did survive. So, yeah, that's real. I just thought that's so cool that they actually managed to find one, and that they gave it to me. And they gave the rack to my Uncle Finley, the one that's living in, I think, Buffalo, because he needed a pipe rack, and I already have one. So, yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. One of my great-grandpa's pipes was found, and I now have it. I'm never going to smoke it because it's in such terrible shape, and the mouthpiece is all chewed up, and the bowl is damaged. But, yep, this is going on my shelf, and, well, possibly in the downstairs shelf, because this is an heirloom, and it's just going to be, yeah, that's my great-grandpa's. Or my mother's grandfather. So, yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. And that'll be about it for today. I hope you guys are having a great whenever it is. And I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.